Hey guys, BJ Stewart, KetoBeyond60.com, Facebook and YouTube coming at you this afternoon. Going to make a little bit of lunch. I'm working out of the house today, so I'm going to take Lori some lunch. And so what I'm going to make for you right now is a dish it's a little bit more involved than what I usually do, but it's worth the effort. I'm going to make some shrimp and grits, keto style. So the first thing I did was, and I'll save you a lot of the cooking time and so forth on my show. So I put a package, a 12-ounce pack of cauliflower in the microwave. It says to microwave it for about 5 minutes. To do what I'm going to do with it, I went 8 minutes. I want to get that really good and tender. And from there, I just put it in a bowl, added a little Kerrygold butter, a little bit of Tony Sassery to it. I did beforehand fry up 2 slices of thin bacon. Chopped up that bacon, as you can see here on this board. Chopped that up and divided it in 2, put half of the bacon in the cauliflower, and then you just take a potato masher and just really mash that up fine. So it's the consistency of more of a grit instead of cauliflower rice. So just for those of you who don't know what grits are, just mash it up finer than you would cauliflower rice would be okay. So with that then, I just put 2/3 of a cup of it in a ramekin, just like this, and then use that for a form and put it out onto a plate. That is my grits for my shrimp grits. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that pan I fried that bacon in, left the grease in there from those 2 strips. I'm going to take my Kerrygold butter, and I'm going to put some butter in here with the grits, or I'm sorry, with the grease, and I'm going to get that going. And I might get me some more butter here in a minute, but we're going to use it all here. So anyway, I get that butter in the pan, get that warming up. All right, get that butter melted. Now all I'm going to do is take a pound of shrimp, deveined, of course, drop that right into the pan. It's going to go fairly quickly. So I'm going to take that shrimp, put it in here, get it started. Now I'm going to season my shrimp a little. So I'm going to take a little bit of granulated garlic, hit that with a little bit of garlic. Don't have any lemon today, or I put a little lemon zest in there. I do have some citrus dill seasoning, so I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. And use Old Bay. Hit it with a generous amount of Old Bay seasoning. And that's going to get my shrimp started. And I'm going to take just a touch of sea salt. I like the Alalea Hawaiian sea salt. I'm going to put that in there and get that going. Stir these shrimp around. It doesn't take very long to cut shrimp. You just want to get it a little bit where it's pink. You don't want to cook it all the way through, because we're going to add some stuff to this and make a sauce to go over our faux grits. So at any rate, shrimp, you know, I like to use fresh shrimp. We typically go to the coast at least once a year, and when I do, we usually go down to Galveston for a cruise or whatever. Me and my son like to go down there and go fishing as well out on the boats. So generally, I'll stop by Katie Seafood, K-A-T-I-E Seafood there in Galveston. You can Google them. You can actually, no matter where you live, they will ship you fresh shrimp and seafood. So tonight, for example, I've laid out some grouper and that I got from there as well. And we're going to take that grouper tonight, and I'm going to make some grouper fingers. All right, so my shrimp is basically cooked. I'm going to take to that now, and I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. So I'm just going to put the whipping cream right in on top of the shrimp. And stir that around, let that start cooking down. I'm gonna turn my fire up just a little bit, probably to medium high, and let that cook down just a bit. Take a couple of minutes for that to happen and start coming together. And then I'll add the rest of my program here. Now, what I should have done to start with, and I didn't do, I'm going to add them now, is I cut up a shallot. Okay, and that shallot weighed 16 grams, so it's a little over 2, almost 3 grams of carbs. That's the only thing that has carbs in here at the moment, other than the grits. Now, 2/3 of a cup of cauliflower is 3.5 carbs. The 16 grams of shallot is 2.7 carbs. So as you can tell, this meal's not going to be many carbs. It's roughly going to be, with the cauliflower and everything in here. I'm fixing to add a couple of other ingredients in a second to thicken this sauce up. It will be total under 7, but I'm going to call it 7 carbs. So one of the things I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of Parmesan Reggiano cheese in there, and that'll help start thickening that sauce up. Make that really, really good. Then I'm going to take 2 ounces of sharp cheddar and put that right over the top as well. Alright, so I've got all my cheese in there. The cheddar has 1 gram of carbs per ounce, so there's 2 ounces. And the Reggiano Parmesan has 1 gram for a 1/4 cup. So 3 grams of cheese, total of 7 grams of cauliflower in here, and for the 2 of us. And then also my shallot. Interesting thing there, 16 grams of shallot was only 2.7 grams. 16 grams of onion powder is 12.9 grams. So got to watch eating the onion with everything you do on keto. We'll kind of learn that little process as we go along. So I'm just going to let this cook down and thicken up. And it's about where we like it. So I'm going to take that now and add my other slice of bacon that I cooked and just got it crisp and diced it up. I'm going to throw that in there. I am going to hit it with a little bit of cayenne pepper. Not a whole lot, but you can season that to your own taste. I'm going to put just a little bit more obey in here. Again, you can season that to your own taste. You can put black pepper in there if you like. We just don't eat much black pepper around our house. And so, at any rate, cut my fire off. This is basically done. And I'll let that sit there for just a second, and it'll thicken up a little bit more. So now all I'm going to do is just take a ladle. I'm going to get about half of that goodness out of there. I'm going to put that right over my grits. And then I'm just going to hit that with a splash of paprika for color. And there we go, guys. Louisiana shrimp grits on keto. 7 carbs for the whole plate full, and that'll make a great lunch, or even usually eat that for supper, but we're going to have a small supper tonight. Man, can't wait to eat it. Thank you.